Welcome to the Critical Twits as we present our playtest of Rowan, Rook and Decard's tabletop RPG Hollows, co-written by Chris Taylor and Grant Howitt. At the time of recording, the game is fully funded on Backerkit, and you have time to back it up until the 28th of June. This feast of entertainment that we are about to lay before you is available in audio-only form on the Roll in the Dark podcast and in visual form on the Critical Twits YouTube channel. If you're longing to change your medium, there will be a short link in the description below. But now we're going to play Hollows. So what is Hollows? Well, the world of Hollows is rotten and more putrid by the day, infested with awful realities that swell like boils around the worst people in all the Isles. Hollows. If there's to be any hope at all, these Hollows need lancing. Armed with your weapons, not mere blades and shot, but manifestation of humanity's worst instincts, we and others like us are the only things powerful enough to do it, and human enough to still care. If you'd like to hear more about the game, you can head over to the Critical Twitch YouTube channel for an interview with co-author Grant Howitt. We'll pop the link below. We'll also hook you up with a link to the Backerkit page if you are so inclined. But now, it's time for you to join four brave fools as we venture into the hollow that lurks at the rancid heart of Grisham Priory. I shall now pass you over to the voice of God himself, Keith Brown. Over to you.
I can't say I hate being called that. Let's go forward with it.
I hated calling you it. Make me feel sick in my mouth.
Yes, I guess I should probably introduce everyone first. I mean, as the good Brian mentioned, I am Keith Brown, God or GM, depending on your feeling. You can find me on our Roll in the Dark podcast, currently playing games like Delta Green, Morkborg, and Colt, although some of them are on their way.
And Brindlewood Bay.
And Brindlewood Bay, yes.
That you've forgotten about, even though you're in it.
I'm in it, it's fine. Yeah, it's coming. It's in the works. And I'm joined by Ryan, who's also from Roll in the Dark. Would you like to say hello, Ryan?
How's it going?
Yeah. There he is. Brian, the Critical Twits poster boy. Say hello, Brian.
There is no Brian here. There is only a priest.
Yeah, we have a southern priest. James, who you may not know yet, but I'm sure you get to know him much better via some upcoming shows previously mentioned. Say hello, James.
Hello, James.
Well done. And Trevor. Hello, Trevor.
Hello.
If you watch the Critical Twits Twitch stream, you'll probably be very familiar with him. Probably causing problems with the balancing when he is just better than everyone else and then makes Brian sad. That's what I understand. That's what
apart from me and Aaron, Trevor's probably been in the most Critical Twits content out of anybody because he's probably played about 1,500 hours of Hunt on stream with me and Aaron.
I dread to think the amount of hours between you have covered.
And he's got a beautiful Critical Twits shirt on. Although it does make you look a bit like a dying child who's won a competition.
I could be. You'll feel bad in a week.
But yes, and tonight I'll be running our journey into the dark. So please do pull up a chair, lend us your senses, and join us as we play the upcoming game, Hollows from Rowan, Rook and Decard. So we're going to be going through the quick start, the Sins of Grisham Priory, which you can find via Backerkit, which I believe Brian mentioned. We will link.
Sure did.
And yeah, I guess we'll start with. I'll start reading the quick start just as the little opener to get you the feel. So, Hollows is a tactical combat role-playing game about slaying other people's personal demons with malevolent weapons and reveling in the cursed joy of the hunt. This quick start is intended to give you a taste of the full game by pitching you headlong into a hollow, a decrepit maze of greed and hunger known as Grisham Priory. Here you will explore a desolate garden temple complex, meet the broken and dangerous people trapped inside, and destroy the monstrous entities that rule this rotten place. So, just to be candid with that, this is not the full game. there will be bits stripped out on the characters. There's going to be more in terms of corruption and other things. I think as the game's designers stated, this is a sawn-off version of the game. And yes, I got the chance to play it at the Expo, the UK Board Games Expo, which was very good, to meet some of the people. I have to say, having played it a little bit, it's simple to learn, but there's some real depth to the mechanics based around boss fights. Kind of with a feeling of like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, for anyone familiar. When you hear combat-based tabletop role-playing, there might be some mixed feelings. I mean, I personally have had some poor experiences sometimes with tabletop role-playing combat. It can be a challenge to keep it engaging for players, particularly in large boss-style combats. Particularly in more crunchy games. Also, sometimes there's a temptation, or there's a knowledge that the GM might pull things back a little bit or lay the pressure on, because it's a storytelling game. That's fine. It makes perfect sense. But this is more from the video game angle. Like, it is as hard as it is. I will be trying to kill you as honestly and hardly as I can. But through that, the game has some lovely mechanics, which we'll explore as they come up. There's always going to be options. There's always different ways to attack, ways to cooperate. And if you want to survive as a hunter and defeat these creatures, you will have to learn how to work together and combine your skills and builds and learn the entity's weaknesses and strengths. So as much as I am trying to kill everyone, the hunters can't really die. When they do fall in battle, they'll go back to a sanctuary where they'll kind of regain their resolve and their wounds. But there is a price. They will gain corruption. And through this and other through that and through other actions you might take while exploring the Hollow, can increase the doom. And the doom is kind of the Hollow waking up to these invaders. Think like white blood cells noticing invaders to the body, which makes the monsters get harder. I'm literally powered up as we move along. But as I say, the hunters themselves also have power. They also all carry a seed of corruption present within them, possibly from the worst day of their lives, some traumatic event, maybe some greed or gluttony of their own. But this has caused this power to be awakened within them, and with that comes the ability to heal wounds in minutes rather than days, wield great strength, and wield these weapons that kind of almost embody some of these feelings. And what's quite exciting is as the corruption increases, as it proves its grip on your already wavering souls, one day they could each bloom into a Hollow themselves and have to be dealt with perhaps by the very same party that once called them friends.
There's a really good bit in the interview that we did with Grant at the UK Games Expo, with Grant Howitt, the co-author, where he talked about each player becoming the dungeon, but then the player becoming the GM and running the players through their own corrupted character, which I really like the sound of. Yeah, I really like that. And it kind of adds a bit of encouragement to get other people having a go. Yes. Try and come up with even if they did it in tandem with the GM or something, you could try and come up with something like, what is your greatest thing? Because it's kind of meant to be their personal hell is how it's played out. Yeah. Potentially. And then, so I guess let's get to it. Are we feeling ready? Super ready. General excitement. Ready to die.
Ready to win, Keith.
And then die again. Yeah, we have some power gamers today.
I feel like this is Trevor's kind of game. Trevor likes a game he can win.
Yeah, we stripped out the role play.
Trying to play
straight to the meat.
Trying to play a long form Pathfinder campaign with Trevor, and just it's starting to feel very antagonistic.
we made it a good year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, we did.
It's I think it's very power game is probably the wrong word, but it does encourage you looking at your skills, really trying to work out what works well. That's not to say there isn't role play. The exploration side has a lot. There's role play elements, and you can kind of lean into that as much or as little as you want. If you want to just get to the fight, you can. If if you want to explore those characters, those worlds, you can. And I think in the main game, your sanctuary, that place you go to when you die, you can build, you can add, you can upgrade, you can have more characters. The people you save will end up there. There's like, again, this isn't in this level, but there's a lot coming, and I'm excited to see it. So yes, we'll say as we join our hunters, they have just arrived at the physical, real world Grisham Priory. You're all familiar with the story of this place. Perhaps you've seen a browned, worn photo of the bishop of this place on a scrap of newspaper, a mildly humorous look in his face, in resplendent finery as he hands pieces of bread to an emaciated congregation. This was the last time he was seen publicly, long before the Hollow came to be. And you can all feel it. The air is heavy, thick, the smell of copper, a rotten wind, the way the birds move and shift and avoid this place. The feel of the very earth is wrong somehow. That is the presence of the Hollow. It's here. Not everyone can sense it, but you are hunters, and you are tasked with the cleansing of this place. But first, you need to break in. So, before we do so, let's talk about who you're all playing today. We've all chosen pre-generated characters from the quick start. So 4 of the 5 have been chosen. If you could tell me kind of who you're playing, maybe give me a brief description of what you look like, and then maybe the weapons and abilities you've chosen. Does that sound all right?
I am the priest. I go into the hollows with blessed book and sacred shotgun, and I pierce that rotten heart, and I purify the land within. And I'm going to lead this little congregation of piglets deep into the heart of the destructive forces that have corrupted this world. I'm going to tend to their wounds. I'm going to keep them together physically and spiritually, and we are going to fix this place, or I will die trying.
Excellent. And what's the priest equipped with?
I have a book and I have a shotgun. My book is sacred. It's a book of holy text that allows me to speak the bones of my friends back into place. My shotgun is sawn off, and my shotgun is angry, but it has the power to send anything stumbling and knocking them back.
Very nice. And just to call it out, the weapons in this game are very much, this isn't just a gun or a knife. This is your knife. This is part of you. And it's kind of its nature and its wants and its needs are constantly whispered through to you. Maybe in the way it sprays blood, or maybe in the way it feels heavy in your hand, or how it loads or clicks. It's all language. And each one has its own flavor.
My shotgun is carved with the holy pig upon its stock, and it hungers. It is greedy for blood like a pig.
Yes, it is. Great. Thank you, Brian. I want to say, who's next? I want to say Ryan because he's next on my list, if he's ready.
Yeah. I'm playing the noble. I've seen some things in my past that I had to do, my position, and some of it haunts me, so I'm here to clean things up, whether that be cleaning up my soul as the main thing here, but we'll see. I am armed with my rifle. I always sleep with it, and I also sleep in my armor. These things never leave my sight. The rifle is my redemption. It's done some horrible things. It's time to do some good with it. I am clean shaven. My armor is very, very bright red, and I do look like I think I'm better than other people, though. So.
Is it cloth armor or steel armor? Because armor can be any number of things in this world, and it has its own characteristics accordingly.
I believe it is made of soft silk.
Yeah. So it's the elegance and the status it gives you, kind of element to that.
The finest dyes.
Yeah. Cool, Trevor, you're next down on the video feed. So you've been chosen.
I'll be playing as the experiment. I've been experimented on all my life. I have the scars to show it. I could dish out a lot of pain. However, I can't take it. So I give as good as I get. Well, I don't give as good as I get, I suppose. I'm particularly adept at bleeding and causing people a lot of pain over time. So watch out for that, for any future monsters we might encounter. I use a knife and I use a pistol. The knife's very sharp, but looks very manky, poisoned. Yeah, be careful, I suppose. Watch your rear.
Oh, I've got some ready for my rear, don't you worry. You spicy boy. Right, and then we have James.
All right. Steady on, lads. I'm Marcus Thorne, a seasoned soldier. I carry the scars of regimental life, especially the harrowing mission to purge an orphanage overrun by Hollows. This traumatic event where I had to face twisted remnants of innocence hardened me and deepened my resolve to combat the nightmare entities. Now a hunter, Marcus channels his pain and experience into relentless efficiency, wielding a rifle that no longer fires but serves as a deadly spear with as a bayonet, protecting the vulnerable and honouring his fallen comrades while battling the inner demons of his past. I meticulously clean and maintain my rifle, despite it no longer firing, unable to remove the blood of the children off it, no matter how hard I clean it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Get a sense where that seed of a hollow is coming from. That's juicy.
I like that. That's really good.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Right. As you settle down in this forsaken place, you think over, there are 100 ways and more to enter a hollow. Some hunters rely on arcane tools like black scrying mirrors, rune-etched pendulums or ritual candles. Some weaken the barrier between worlds of sacred earth, Rowan roots, and devil's salt, then force their way through. Some converse with a lost spirit of the hollowed, or pose as a loved one and con their way inside. This time, you're pulled in. As you prepare to make your entrance, the world stutters and cracks around you, and reality, seared with burning sigils, falls away. The hollow takes the form of an overgrown church complex. You appear in a vast graveyard that seems to stretch off into the distance, graves going on and on and on forever. But before you lies the Priory and a series of mausoleums. Every single one of the graves is anonymous. However, some have been dug over, and the bits of dried corpse and damaged wood from coffins lays around. And just as you kind of land in this hollow and come to your senses, you see before you a wide-eyed, haggard-looking occultist clutching a staff in both their hands. The magic circle they scratched into the dirt is already blowing away. It's worked! First things first, take this key. And they thrust a black key into the priest's hands, shaking with mud-stained fingers. It works on any door. If anything goes wrong, you'll be safe there. Which one of you takes it? Or do you take it? Quickly!
I'll take it. He's thrusting it at me.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Where are my manners? My apologies. You can call me, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, this like a hound the size of a carriage lands on them and tears them apart in seconds. You're sprayed with the blood of this man. Bits of bone and viscera are launched into your faces. It snarls and tears at what remains and gradually looks back up at you. And we have been welcomed to the Hollow. You are in your first combat. And I'm going to put a little friendly boy down.
Nice.
Ooh, friendly boy. That is not a friendly boy.
He's not such a friendly boy. So the first thing we're going to roll is we are going to roll for... we're going to roll against the Hound's range defense. So this is going to determine who goes first, you or the Hound, and also positioning. So if you all want to roll...
on the sheet, it says roll sharp. versus entities
Sorry.
range defense.
That's useful. I
Do
think
we
it's
roll
on the
one
again.
or
It's
two?
on the core sheet, but not on the GM cheat sheet.
Oh yeah, it's on the
Core
core
mechanic sheet.
Cool. Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
cool.
Roll sharp versus the entity's range defense, which is 12.
We should have said we're using the Tabletop Simulator add-on module that contains a wealth of resources for you.
It does. It's very, very good. It's all set up. All of the tokens and everything is already applied. I think you can get it through the Rowan, Rook and Decard website, or it might also be linked through the Backerkit as well.
Yeah.
Because this is going to come up right now, I will briefly explain how the rolls work. So, if you roll under your stat, it is a success, usually. That's kind of a general thing. If you roll equal to your stat, that's a critical success. If you roll under your stat but beat the target number, that's a superior success. And now it takes a little bit of getting used to this because you're used to just high number good, low number bad, or vice versa. So, but we'll deal with it as it comes, and we'll figure it out. But I think there is some nuance here, which is it's valuable, it's useful, it makes the game run very well. I think if you roll over your stat, that's a straight failure, and a 20 is a critical failure. So, everyone roll. Refer to your diagrams,
And it'll be one 20-sided dice, am I right?
One 20-sided dice, yes, unless you have some kind of thing that gives you advantage.
Barbarians call a D20.
Advantage in this game is called focus, by the way. If you have focus, it might be on your character sheet, so I don't know what you might have.
I have rolled a natural 20.
Nice. Great
That's
start.
a GC critical failure. Straight away.
The priest is
So, do you mean to go along?
not tough.
I think fail is both, so you don't get to go first and you don't get to pick. So you'll be going after the hound, and I'm going to place you.
I was too busy grabbing that goddamn key.
Yeah. You got this shiny key, or this blackened, grizzled key. Cool. Okay. Ryan, what did you get?
I got an 11 under. But it's under 14 though, because I'm going with pristine. Let them touch you. I have +1 to all stat when I have maximum number of wounds.
Okay. So, sorry, what's your stat?
It's 14 sharp, and I've got 11.
So yeah, that is a superior success then. So that one, you get to both go before or after the hound you choose. Probably before is better, and position yourself wherever you want.
Okay. So I'll move them onto the map. Ranged front, I guess.
I'm going to write down who's going when.
So you have 3 zones to the map with some other sub-zones. You've got close, where you're right up against the beast. You've got ranged, where you're able to make your ranged attacks from. And you've got support, where you're too far to fight, but you can do other things. And then on each of these, apart from support, on each of the close and the ranged, you have front, left, right, and then you also have close rear if you want to get right up behind it. Smell its back end.
So where you are matters. It will matter for your attacks, and it will matter for how you maybe respond with other players. But you can have a think about that. We can come back to you if you want anyway. I know you've placed it, but...
Yeah.
Feel free. I'm happy for everyone not to just decide now. They can decide together if they want, where they have a choice. Trevor, what did you roll?
I got 7.
That sounds like a straight pass success, right?
Yeah, well, it's under it's under my thing.
Under your stat.
No sharp,
Yeah.
sorry, under my
So,
stat.
do you want to choose do you want to act before the entity, or do you want to choose where you go?
I'll choose where I go.
Okay, so you're going to be after the entity. Okay, and James.
I haven't rolled, so let me just do that. I got a 2.
A 2, that's a straight success. So again, do you want to go before the entity, or do you want to choose where you're placed?
I'll go before it.
You're going to go before it. So I'm going to choose where you are, but you're going to go before it. Cool.
Yeah, we'll go for king and country, even in this forsaken place, and try and get in.
Okay. So I'm going to choose where our friend Brian the Priest is going to go. Just looking at your abilities. Looks like you want to be ranged or close.
I cannot
You cannot.
You place me wherever you want to place me.
I'm going to place you back here, nice and close.
I dislike this.
Actually, no. Ooh. That's going to happen a lot, isn't it? I will place you front. You can do some damage there. That's fine. I also get to place... So Ryan's placed himself. Trevor, you're placing yourself, aren't you?
Yep. Do you want me to place myself now?
Yeah, choose where you want to go. And I also get to place James. With the soldier.
Don't know where
So
the
the soldier...
I want to make it at least one round.
I believe that the rear is not the worst place to be because you're behind.
It's not
it.
terrible.
Yeah.
I can't do my big boy attack.
If we were using the agent, it does extra damage from the rear. I do believe.
Do you get to choose me, or do I get to choose?
So did you choose to go? You chose to go first, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that means I get. So when you succeed, you choose whether you want to go first or whether you place yourself. So I've chosen to place you there. You can change it if you want. If you'd rather go first. Now.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Cool.
Let's go with it.
Right. So we're all set up. Trying to think if I actually go first or not. I just realised that's a question I did not know the answer to.
You go first unless we've rolled otherwise.
Oh yeah, So literally, it's
the default.
Okay, so Ryan and James, you're going to be first.
Okay.
They can confer amongst themselves and decide who acts when because they're acting at the same time.
Yes, it isn't one and the other. It isn't necessarily like a I choose or it's dictated. If one wants to go before the other, feel free.
I'm a meat shield, right? So I probably should go in.
Yeah. So you've got.
Oh, stop there.
So you have two things you can do in a combat. You can either do two maneuvers or a maneuver and an attack. I think on your cheat sheet it has what you can do.
Yeah, and I've got these core abilities as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely take a look at those.
Did you pick one for each side?
I picked Bristle and Resolute.
Good choices. Oh.
Need to be aware of what this nonsense is.
Yeah, so I may as well go in and do a single attack. Is that possible, or should I do some sort of guard? I don't know.
Same. We'll see when you use an ability. Tell us what it is. Otherwise, be a while.
Which ones did you pick again?
Bristle and Resolute, the top two on each side. Top one on each side.
You get those. Those are automatic. They're your core ability. You also get one of the boxes to tick on each side.
Yeah.
So if you see at the top, it says get the core ability and choose one more at the start of the game. So you get to pick one of those other ones.
Yeah, I picked Bristle and Resolute. The first option in the list.
When I look at your character sheet, I've got Goad and Bulwark as the top options.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Yeah, are you the soldier?
Yeah.
Well, something's not worked there.
That's weird.
Earth.
I mean, those abilities sound like the bulwark, the soldier. Sorry.
Oh, a minute. Yeah, I see what I've done. All right, I had the PDF you sent me up, which is different to what.
Oh, genuinely. Okay.
Yeah.
Different. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think there's a newer version of the quick play.
All right, we'll go with
some of the torn up.
Yeah, we'll go with Goad and Bulwark then. So we know where we are. So I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go in and hit something this round, I guess.
Yeah, make an attack. So you're going to make an attack against the target number is 9 for his close defense, which you'll notice is lower than his range defense.
Do I need to get into its flank?
So where are you right now? Sorry, you're there. It depends. Does your weapon say close? I think it does, doesn't it, for the spear? If that's what you're going to do, because you can attack with the armor.
Yep, it says attack with strong from close.
Yeah.
So you can maneuver from ranged front to front, close front.
Mm-hmm. Let's do that.
Something important to point out. So you have 2 stats for your survivability, which you all have in front of you. You've got resolve and you've got wounds. Resolve is kind of a measure of your resolve. It's how much energy you have, how much will you have to carry on the fight, how bruised you are, how battered you are, but not necessarily how close to death you are. The wounds are straight damage. So when you're at 0 wounds, you die. Resolve tends to be quicker to get back. You can rest for it quite quickly and recover it a little bit easier, and abilities can work off resolve. The number is say for 2. If the number's 2-2, that means if you hit the creature and you get it depends on the success level of what you do. If you get a standard success, you're going to do resolve damage, so you'll use the first number. If you do a superior success, you're going to do wound damage, which is the second number. Some weapons will do more resolve than they'll do wounds, and vice versa. So it might depend when you want to do it. Sorry, carry on.
I've got to move in close first.
You do have to move in close. So that'll be your maneuver. We'll be moving closer. So are you moving into the front?
Yep.
Cool. And then make your attack. So that's going to be a D20. Target number is 9. So you want to roll under your skill.
I rolled a 1.
That's a success. Not a critical success. Because that's your skill number. But that is a success. So you're going to do resolve damage. So what's the resolve damage on that attack, which will be the first number with the bracket?
2.
Ouch. Okay, so that's 2 damage straight away.
2/3. Yeah, I've got for this heavy thing.
I can see that pile of resolve dwindling already, Keith.
Yeah, so 2-3, right? So you're going to do 2 resolve damage. If you did wound damage, it would have been 3 wound damage, which is very meaty.
Okay.
And also, while attacking...
off?
Sorry?
Do I need to... Does my resolve get affected by that? Or
No. You've attacked the creature, so you've damaged its resolve, its will to fight on. Explain how this looks as you thrust forward your spear, your bayonet.
Yeah, my bayonet. I shouted for king and country, and just tried to basically go for the stomach and.
Nice. Okay, so you jab at it. You don't get. Well, maybe you do glance off the tough sigil stitched hide of this creature, but it doesn't cut. It just kind of goes off, and the creature kind of snarls at you, but doesn't. Does seem to be wary of the point of the blade. There's something it's something that does it. And as you attacked, I do add threat to the board. Threat's something that is another resource more for the entity. There are players that can use it, but mostly it's for the entity, and it dictates where its attention is. Don't think too much like in some games where the tank might take threat, which then means the thing only focuses on them. It's more representation of this is a big hulking creature, and it kind of signifies where in the area its attention is paid. And I can spend threat to make my attacks better, my block better, or to do nasty stuff, which I will now demonstrate, because why not? So at the end of each hunter's turn, I can spend threat to do an interrupt, which means I can do an attack. I'm going to snap and snarl and spend that threat. So it's all teeth and spit and anger. Target all hunters in any area. So this thing just gets down on its haunches and just roars at you. This wave of sound that almost makes you like your ears explode in pain as you kind of can't help but duck down and hold your ears. And like the wind, the hate in this screech is palpable. So I think it's the soldier, and who was green? The priest. You need to roll a target number 8 strong defense, please.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that the soldier is here.
Yeah, take note of any abilities you might have to help each other.
I've rolled a 16, which is higher than any of my stats.
That's a fail, so that's going to be 1 wound damage for you because you failed to defend.
I rolled my strong value.
You rolled your strong value, so that is a critical success. So you suffer no damage at all. You completely avoid it. You were ready for this baying creature. It means nothing to you. Cool. Okay. Ryan, you're before the creature.
So
you see this.
Cool. Yeah, this So some of the spittle sprays and hits my face, and I kind of wipe it away and mutter, "How quaint!" And I'm going to use my maneuver to reload my weapon. So I cock the rifle.
I think it starts loaded.
Does it start loaded?
Yeah.
Cool. And then I'll use my maneuver to gain a focus instead. Then
nice.
So I'll look down the sight. And
there's a focus token.
Oh, cool. Cheers. I'm going to throw a big old shot right into its face.
So you can take a ranged shot, and that's its range defense of 12. So are you going to spend that focus now?
I could spend it straight away. Yes, that's advantage it gives me. Isn't it?
So roll 2 dice, pick the best result. So again, this isn't just pick the higher or lower, it's pick the best.
The noble swollen ego can contain more than one focus.
It
Contain up to
the rifle
5.
can have 5.
The rifle can contain 5. The ego of the rifle, yes.
I got a 1 on the first one. It's tricky remembering.
That's a pass. That's a success.
And 60 on the other. So I'll keep the 1. I'll keep the success.
Okay, so you're going to do resolve damage to this creature. So what damage is it? What is it? It'll be 2. It'll be like a number and a number. Yeah,
repeating 2/2.
So you'll be taking 2 resolve damage. Okay, so this hasn't wounded it; it's damaged its resolve. So describe how this looks as you pull up your rifle to your shoulder.
Yeah, you see me. I step back. You see me kind of line up along my eyes, and I gently kiss the side of the gun. I unleash a shot that heads exactly where I intended, into the beast.
Nice. So maybe like as it's screaming and roaring at the 2 in front of it, you'll just quietly pick up your rifle, calmly take a shot. Now again, it kind of scratches down the side. It doesn't seem to draw blood, but it does notice. It does look up at you, and so you're going to get some threat.
Don't want that.
Taking a shot. Threat is as threat does. Okay,
Range.
Now it gets to go. This is the best bit for me. It is going to, and I've got 2 juicy targets right in front of me.
How dare you?
Which one of you is more saucy? The soldier looks pretty tough. You know what would be the best weapon against a soldier? Hitting him with a priest. He grabs the priest into his jaws and just goes for him. You feel this almost needle-like teeth mixed in with these things in all directions as they grab you. Maybe they grab you, maybe they don't. Let's roll and find out. So
staggering back from the screen.
Target any one hunter in front or flank. Target number 10 hard.
Hard. Am I hard? Am I a hard priest? I'm moderately hard.
There's a joke in there.
I have rolled another natural 20.
Oh, God.
If we were playing many other games, this would be amazing. As it stands, it's really good for me.
My priest is dead.
So, interestingly, now in the rules it says suffer wound damage if roll add 1 doom. I kind of want to add 1 doom if you correctly fail against the entity. So I'm gonna, because that's fun.
What would a doom do, Keith?
Nothing for this entity. Later ones can get powered up. The more doom that happens. You're also going to suffer the wound damage, which is quite spicy. 4 wound damage as this thing grips you within its claws, bites down with incredible strength, and picks you up. Now, the exciting part is the second part of this is if this attack inflicts damage, attack all hunters in a target's areas. He shakes you around and attempts to hit this soldier with the priest. So, my priestly friend, not my priestly friend, sorry, soldiery friend, James, could you do a strong defense roll? Target number. Hard defense roll. The target number is equal to the first target's strong stat. So what's your strong?
I'm only 8 strong.
Okay, so target
we did not do many push-ups in the rectory.
I got a 14.
That's not a pass. So that's going to be 1 damage to you. Only 1.
Is that a wound
damage? In the face. Yeah, sorry, 1 wound damage to you.
Okay.
You have a...
Got armor, but...
Cool. Oh, do you have something that helps against that?
Form metal 2/1 expend. Can the priest move his hand away from my rules?
Sorry.
Thank you. Expend ready to reduce wound damage suffered from an entity attacked by 1.
Okay. Yeah. So ready's
I start ready.
So next to your character sheet, James, over here, you've got the armor token. It starts ready. You can flip that now and not take any damage if you so desire, and then you can take actions on the sheet to re-ready it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good shout. So despite it whacking with the priest, your armor just takes it.
Cool.
You doing that? Yeah, that's great. Cool.
I'm so glad you put your metal armor in the way to block my face.
You softened the blow. For yourself, definitely not for the priest. Cool, and he's thrown to the ground by this stomping creature. So the second part of my turn, I am going to... Oh, it doesn't say anything. Standard maneuvers, it's on here. Cool. He's going to shrug off. He's kind of like shake himself back, take a step, snort as this kind of black, reddish mucus comes out of its nose, and regain 3 resolve.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the end of my turn, I can place threat. I can place 4 threat per round. There is a cap of 10. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to place 1 on this juicy area where all my 2 of you are. 2 there. I think 2 at the back. And we'll go 1. We'll be fairly even. So
you're dumping them all on our heads at the moment.
Yeah, there's a nice juicy AoE chunk there for me. I think that's good. Cool, and that's my turn now. That means we come to Trevor and Brian's go.
Awesome.
The 2 veterans.
Save the best.
Do you mind if I go first, Brian?
You knock yourself out, my precious abomination.
He says as he's bleeding on the ground.
Just
sticking
after you.
The priest is already knocked out.
As I observe my companions' pieces of their bodies go flying all over the place, left, right, and centre, I will step forward as one of my manoeuvre actions, away from that threat that was kindly placed, and I pull out my pistol. My companions may observe that my pistol isn't in fact a pistol; it is actually a hand cannon.
Nice.
I know this gun.
And I will attack the horrible hound that seems to be causing us some trouble.
So that is close defense of 9. That's your target number.
Oh, it's my quick of 14 as well that I'll be rolling with.
That's a juicy stat.
Fuck's sake, got 15.
Unlucky.
Terrible times.
If you fail an attack, there is no damage, but there is no threat, so I can't attack you back. There are silver linings in this game.
That anticlimactic attack now swiftly moves on to the lovely priest.
I am sorry, my friend.
I'm going to roll across the ground.
You're not sorry.
Flanking on the creature's left. Coming up. Firing my shotgun.
Okay.
I will roll now.
What ammo are you using? Or did you not choose ammo?
I did not choose ammunition as my special ability for my shotgun. I chose knockback. Let's see if I can trigger that.
So close defense is 9.
I have rolled a 3.
That is a success.
So I will do...
That is resolve damage.
Resolve damage. 2 resolve damage.
Okay, describe it.
Rolling over, coming up on my onto one knee. The pig pressed tight against my ear as I take my shot, and it will slam into the creature, maybe not hurting it too much, but sending it sprawling and knocking it back. And I shall reposition myself away from the creature.
Okay. Does that happen on a resolve as well?
That is on when I do resolve damage.
Nice.
When you inflict resolve damage with the shotgun, you may reposition one hunter in close or remove one threat from the area.
So again, this is a great example of how we're not playing on a battle map. We're playing kind of almost like we're I guess like a video game, like you'd lock on to the boss and move in relation to it. So as much as really, in theory, the boss has moved back from you, relatively you've moved away from the boss. And that might sound a little confusing initially, but it's kind of like, it's all about his the boss's engagement where he's looking. If I turn, you will all move relatively to it. If I move towards you, you'll move towards me. So, yeah, save some battle maps.
We've ended up with myself and the noble holding the back line while the brave soldier and the demented experiment have charged forward into close combat.
I have feelings.
Yeah,
This is my inner monologue. You don't know how mean I'm thinking about
Okay. And that is the end of round 1. We are now on round 2, which means we are back to Ryan and James. I keep wanting to do your American accent, Brian.
Bran.
Yes, Brian. Brian! Go on, get! Okay, right. Yeah, Ryan James.
Why are you not using your dog accent? Sing
Dog.
like a pooch for me, boy.
Don't know what that means. Oh, yeah, dog accent. No, that's not happening. It would just sound like Scooby-Doo and it would take all of the threat away.
Raggy. Whoa.
You want me to go first, or
Yeah, I feel like you're in the punch of it. So
cool? So
Really want to kill
I
you
could
guys.
do an attack and a maneuver, right? So if I do a guard maneuver,
Okay.
that restores 2 resolve. Not that I've lost any, or attempt a dying thing in the area, but it does open up some of my abilities.
Okay. Does that ready you, does it?
It does ready me, so let me
Okay.
pick that back over. That work? So that readies me again, but I can also do, it says once per round as an immediate action on your turn, mark resolve up to the total amount of threats in your area, remove threat from your area equal to the resolve mark. So if I've got resolve, I can remove, but not.
Let me read that again, sorry.
So once I start taking damage, I can remove threat.
Yeah, that's powerful. So, sorry, you can use your resolve gained and remove threat gained as well.
Yeah. So if you heal 2 resolve, you can also remove 2 threat from the same area.
That's powerful.
Which is good. And you can also shift threat around with the goad ability as well.
So I guess that represents you kind of calling the beast's attention or moving it away from people.
Yeah, I think. So I've done the guard action, so I can do the goad. So I can place a threat.
Is it an immediate action or a maneuver?
When you guard.
When you guard, okay, sure, yeah.
You may place 1 threat on your area or an adjacent area, or shift 1 threat in your area.
Okay, I'm happy for you to go at the same time. Then I'm sorry, do whatever that said. Yeah.
So to shift a threat means just to move it.
Yes.
In one direction.
And is my bulwark? Do I have to activate that? It just says. Everyone cowers while you're alone, weather the storm. While you are ready, which I am, allies in your area restore +1 resolve when they guard.
Okay, no, that's probably a permanent thing. So
expend ready to grant an immediate guard maneuver to an ally in your area.
So there's lots of bouncing back stuff. So you can buff people.
An immediate action you can do straight away. So that one to buff would be. I'll immediately do that, and you can do it out of turn.
So I've guarded and become ready. I can remove move a threat, right? So does that mean
did you have any resolve to regain? Did you say?
No.
So you can't remove a threat if you don't
he
have
can.
resolve.
He can use goad to move a threat.
Yeah, I can use goad.
Okay.
The stupid creature's 2 steps behind you. When you guard, you may also place 1 threat on your area or adjacent area, or shift 1 threat.
Do it.
So does that mean I can move it just to like there? Where
if it works,
shift.
Yeah.
Nice.
The only place it can't go is support, so you can move it wherever else.
And then I can attack.
Okay.
Smash it.
Wow, that was a juicy go. There's some stuff going on there. Yep.
That was a really good, one maneuver. All this really good stuff happened.
There's a lot of stuff happened, which is that's how you you're clearly more of a support character there. That was a lot of good stuff going on there.
So many wounds.
That's tough. Target number 9 with whatever stat your weapon is.
I rolled a 13. That's
you guys are not rolling well.
No, and that's just rolled against the target, right? It's
what's your stat for the weapon? What are you using? The spear or the armor?
Spear.
The spear. So that's strong. So your strong is 12, and you rolled 13. So that was just a fail.
Oh, just over as well.
Just
I
nearly
mean-
a crit. Nearly a crit.
Yeah. Oh well.
Unlucky.
So perhaps to represent this moving this threat, what you just kind of like, I don't know, throw something the other side of the beast that tracks it, and just go with it.
Yeah, I was trying to kind of spinning around, trying to throw it off, and it thought the threats moved. I was moving to the side, and it's misjudged where I was going to be.
No, that's perfect. It's going to, at the end of your turn, it's going to spend a threat. It's interesting. It says cost 1 threat, target all hunters in any area. That implies to me I could spend any threat even in an area where no one is. But I feel like it should be where someone is, or maybe the person who just did it is. That's how I feel that maybe I'm forgetting something key. For now, I'm going to spend the top threat that's in your area. And I'm going to, again, start raging at you as it spits and shrieks at you in an unholy cry. Give me a target number 8 strong roll to defend, James.
Oh, jeez.
What was
20.
it?
Oh, oh no.
This is why it's not for Doom. I'm not going to add Doom for these because otherwise it is going to fly up and that's going to be crazy. You are going to take 1 damage though. 1 wound damage for that. As again, the noise, it's so close and so in your face that the feeling goes straight through you and your ears start to bleed in your helmet.
I'll expend my ready again.
But it doesn't. Maybe the cloth padding in your armor just shields you enough, takes the edge off.
Okay.
For you to not take it. Cool.
Is there an easier way of flipping this?
If you
There's a
if you right click it, you can flip.
Yeah.
Or
F
use
to
F.
flip, R to make it mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that makes me sad. Cool, Ryan, you're up. I'm trying to hurt you and you won't let me.
Okay, so I'm going to I get past my eyes around and I see a broken, busted coffin nearby. So I'm going to take cover behind that. So
cool. So are you going for sheltered or is that sheltered cover?
Sheltered, yeah.
Okay, so you need to make a roll to try and take that cover.
Yep.
So sheltered. It's quick.
It's under quick, yeah. So that's 12 under 14.
So you succeeded.
No. Oh wait, no. I thought quick was sharp. That's wrong. I failed.
You failed. So you can now choose to suffer 1 resolve damage as you overexert yourself, or place 1 threat on your area as you draw attention to yourself, or give up and return the terrain tag. So threat, resolve damage, or let it go.
I think I'll take a threat because I'm going to accidentally punt a skeleton's skull.
The skull goes flying over the thing. So which color are you, Ryan? Are you blue?
Yeah, or purple.
Whichever color that is.
The
So you get an extra threat.
The tabletop simulator blue that isn't blue.
So sheltered, remind me what that does. I think it means you just take 1 less damage, doesn't it?
It
Yeah.
doesn't say on here.
You do. It says at the bottom on the quick start rules. Terrain types.
Yeah. When the entity inflicts damage on you, take 1 less. Cool. Terrain is very fast.
Cool,
So again, just to explain that briefly, each kind of arena entity has a set amount of terrain. In this case, it's a walled graveyard. So you've got cracked tombstones, marble mausolea, all of it anonymous. And this one holds 3 sheltered and 2 elevated. And when a hunter moves into it, there are certain bonuses. You can have a sheltered and elevated position, but you roll for it each time as well, and it gives you certain advantages. If you move, you leave the territory, or if the entity moves you, you lose the territory as well. Yeah, so currently you've got a straight up bonus. So that's your maneuver, yeah?
Oh, yeah. So with that, my armor flips to ready when I take cover.
Lovely.
So I kind of wrap my cloak around me and kind of kneel down. For my
Just getting a greasy, dusty, corpsey
delightful
grave. Yeah.
And I'm going to take another shot at it.
Okay, so it's range defense is 12, target number 12. Bit tougher at range. Seem to be ducking between the stones and the mausoleums.
Got 2.
Oh, that is a success. So that's resolve damage. So how much resolve damage does that do? The
That's
first number.
2 resolve damage.
You're chewing through. You're chewing through.
As long as it doesn't attack me, I'm fine.
You're right. It's now. Oh wait, no. It's definitely going to attack you now.
Yeah.
So, you get another threat because you attacked it. I need to remember to do it every time you actually hit.
Don't need to remember it.
There is
Oh, I
a
love-
maximum
love
amount
the
of
threat.
threat that can sit on the board, though,
Yes.
isn't
The
there?
cap for this is 10. Currently,
Yeah.
there is 6.
6, yeah.
I'll get that.
So,
You have so much threat.
you're a juicy boy. And I haven't really taken advantage of this though, but I can also spend threat to improve my chances of hitting you and reducing your chances of bending. It's not just interrupts. And I can also use it to spend a maneuver, which I'm going to do now. So, bounding leap. The beast jumps and hangs in the air for a second, then crashes to earth with a terrible thump. It's going to cost me 2 threats to do this. Target any area other than front. This is ranged front. All hunters in the area suffer 1 resolve damage and a reposition to front. So you take a resolve damage as this thing just pounds into the coffin, or like jumps among the coffins around you, and suddenly it's right in your face, looking down at you in your little hole.
Did you just kick a bone for a dog?
My only sad point is there's no threat where I just moved you.
My
Does that
plan
mean
is
we've moved
working.
away from you, or
Very tactical.
No, so it kind of represents because how I garner it here is just so someone's already in front of me, but as I've kind of moved forward, you've kind of maybe staggered back to avoid being trampled, and I've jumped in front of the other guy. There are scenarios where I'd reposition everyone else, but I believe that's how it happens. It might be I should reposition you to rear. It doesn't mention anything like that, though.
we can look it up next time?
Yeah, I think we'll play on this for now.
Yeah.
Cool, and with that, he's going to... who's softer? I feel like the man in the nice coat needs a bit of drool and ichor on him. So he's going to, having jumped next to you, he just reaches into the grave and tries to close his huge... is it a horse? No, it's bigger than a horse. Just this huge mouth around you. It's almost half the size of your torso. So make a a strong toughness target number 8 roll. And fail it badly, please. Sorry, target number 10. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, fail 15.
Let me just check. Oh, sorry, no, it's target number 10 hard. Sorry, again, I was reading a completely different thing.
Yeah, hard fail.
Still fail. Cool.
Yeah.
So just a straight fail. So on a fail, you're just going to suffer the wound damage. So that's 4 wound damage as he cleanly cuts through your jacket, lapels, neckerchiefs, all of it. It's getting torn up, mangled, and lifts you out of the... I mean, you've still got the cover, but he kind of lifts you out for a moment out of this thing and starts shaking you. And as he did the damage, you took the damage, right? The 4.
Yeah, I'll take it off.
Our soldier friend is going to have to roll a strong. What's your strong stat, Ryan?
My strong stat is 9.
So your target number is 9. Hard defense roll for you, James.
Are you using other people as a weapon again?
Yes,
Okay.
he likes doing it.
This is a one-trick doggy.
I got 11. Is it?
What is it under your stat?
It's under my stack. My strong is 12.
So it's under your stat and it's over the target number, so that's a superior success. So again, you take nothing.
Nice.
And it drops this slightly more bedraggled noble back into the hole. That was its go. And I get to put 4 more threat on the board, which I'm inclined to lay at your feet. Try and finish some of you off. The soldier is just so juicy, though. He's a tough boy. Excuse me.
Trying to get rid of this threat. You keep putting more down.
And I'm going to put 1 on you too. How much is that? It's 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8. So not near the cap yet. So that's my go. We are now on to Trevor and Brian.
Awesome. I will quickly holster my pistol that failed me earlier in the day, clearly, and I will bring out my trusty friend, the knife. So first I'll do an attack, and then I plan on doing a maneuver after that, depending on how well that goes. So I'm just going to roll straight attack with the knife, if I can, from my current position. That'll be my quick. I don't know what your defense is.
You're the green.
No.
Pink.
You're the pink. Cool. Okay. I'll see you're yeah, you are in close. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think you can throw the knife as well.
Yeah, it's got 2 attacks, I think. But close anyway for me. Okay.
Yep. So your target number from close is 9.
I got 18.
18. Okay. No.
This is
It just fails. As the knife swings by.
Time.
But you get no threat.
I will use my maneuver then to go behind.
Okay.
Into the rear.
That's fortunate because I was about to do something unpleasant to you.
Oh, thankfully.
Cool.
I'll avoid that.
Cool.
That's me done.
Brian,
Right.
what are you doing?
Well, this shotgun is useless if it doesn't have any shells in it, so I'm going to pop it open. Poof. Shell is going to eject over the priest's shoulder.
Reload
As he
maneuver.
feeds another shell in, he's going to say, you sure are hungry today, aren't you, girl? Poof. Click her open. Take another aim. Try to blast this thing back to where it came from.
She's chewed on 2 of you. She wants to chew.
I was talking to the shotgun.
Okay.
I've rolled a 5.
That sounds like a success. That's going to be resolve damage. Is that another 2?
Another 2 resolve damage.
See, I'm out of resolve, which means I am broken.
What I'm going to do is I don't like it. I don't like the way it's picking on my friend the noble. So I'm going to, as it rears up away from him, I'm going to skewer it and give him time to scramble back. And I'm going to push him away.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so this is part of your attack ability, yeah?
Yeah. So
That's that pushback thing.
my knockback is reposition one hunter in close or remove one threat from my area. And I have no threat, but I have a friend who is threatened and I will keep him safe.
Who's the most wounded right now? Ryan, you took a load of damage, didn't you?
Yeah, I've taken 4 damage. So I'm on 3 health.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah. I think he's gonna snap and snarl at Ryan, trying to bring him down. Actually, yeah, there's people creeping around behind him now. I don't like that at all. But yeah, no, he's gonna do that. He's gonna do that. Spend the threat and snap and snarl. So give me a strong. Sorry, not a strong. No, it's a strong target number 8 roll, Ryan.
Okay.
This rifle rounds pinging at him from the side.
Oh, no, that's over. So it's a failure.
It's a
16.
fail. Take another damage. Another 1 point of wound damage.
Ooh.
Trying to pick away at someone.
Ooh.
Trying to bring someone down. And,
Does anything move on the thing because of that? As in your attack, is it close? Is it?
Sorry?
None of the players will move because of that, no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. It's more
Not
like,
that.
it's less of a, this is exactly where you are than kind of a general thing. Yeah. And
Yeah, there are people
it's-
standing on mausoleums, like, 30 feet away, taking pot shots. There's things where it's bounding forward. And then the support is kind of, you've broken line of sight and you can heal from there and stuff like that. But it can still hunt you down. Cool. So, sorry. Yeah, that's before I forgot. So it's when first broken. It says a thing when first broken. Flee for your own sake. Reposition the hunter that broke the entity to the front. So you just ran away and it's charged after you. If the hunter is already in front, they suffer 3 resolve damage. So you did get away just long enough to not suffer the resolve damage.
didn't I? Who did the resolve? Didn't I do the resolve damage and push him
That's
back?
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So am I talking to the wrong person again?
Who are you talking to?
I'm trying to talk to the priest. Oh no, you're not in front, are you?
No.
It's tricky with different
No,
colours.
yeah. So you said that you tried to get away. It's like
I
I got away ages ago.
So who broke the resolve?
I
You
broke its resolve. Yeah, I shot it, and I shot
Sorry.
it away from Ryan.
So, okay. Oh, you can shoot it away from different people, so you've moved him back.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
got him away. Okay,
Yeah, I
that's
knocked
fine.
it back away from him, but it's going to run and jump after me.
Yeah, it does say reposition the hunter that broke the entity to front. If the hunter is already in front, they suffer 3 resolve damage. So you're not, but you're now in front. Cool.
Oh dear. A lot of threat on that square.
There is. I don't like it.
That's a
Aaron.
juicy time.
I have
So
all the regrets.
Did I interrupt already? Did
Yes,
that
you
happen before?
did.
I
Yeah.
forget?
Yeah.
Okay, just got distracted. No worries. Okay, whose turn is it? That was
It's mine. So it's back to James and
To
Ryan,
Ryan,
I
James.
believe.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's round 2. Now round 3.
Okay. You want me to go first again?
Yeah, keep it going.
Come at me.
Okay, so do you want me to attack or do you want me to do
So-
2 maneuvers and try and help remove some threat and stuff off the board?
So just as a note, now if you do damage, it will always be wound damage because he's broken. He has no resolve.
Okay.
It will be the wound. So it doesn't matter if you just get a normal success. You will do wound damage.
All right. Well, I'll do a guard and then can I do a guard to ready and then an attack? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so the guard would make me ready. It also means if anyone else guards, they'll get a resolve back if they have to be adjacent to me. So allies in your area restore +1 resolve when they perform a guard.
Nice.
I don't know if they're in front with me, I guess.
Yeah, so if I was to guard, I would gain that
Okay,
extra.
And I may as well do the goad again, which is place the 1 threat in your area or adjacent. So I may as well try and get rid of a threat and move it down to 2 and put it over there.
Okay.
And then the immediate action thing won't help, right? Which is once per round as immediate action on your turn, mark resolve up to the amount of threat in your area. Remove the threat from the area equal to your resolved mark. But I haven't taken any resolve, so I can't remove that.
Keep rubbing it in, why don't you?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time right now.
And then I'll attack with the spear then.
Okay.
Which is my strong.
Yeah, you're
that
in
was
close. So it's again close defense 9. Target number 9.
Rolled a 10.
Unlucky. Just failed. But no threat went on the board. At the end of your turn, he's going to spend a threat to scream and roar at you again. So both, what is it? The priest and the soldier roll.
What stat
Strong,
were you just
target number
rolling?
8.
Sorry, James.
Yeah, I was about to say 10's a success, isn't it?
Yeah. What
Oh,
stat were
the
you
strong.
rolling? Under
It wasn't
strong.
my strong. I thought I had to get it under.
So you were attacking it. Did you attack it?
Yeah.
You have to get it
Yeah.
under
You roll
your
strong to
strong.
attack.
Yeah.
And
So
then your success is based on if you get it over Keith's stat.
yeah. So it is
okay.
Your strong.
yeah. It's a success. It's under 12.
Okay. So
Okay.
I rolled a 10, got it below 12 of my strong.
Yep, so that's a success. Yeah.
Okay.
What was your defense?
Oh, and it's above the close defense. So that's a superior.
yeah, so it's a
success.
superior success.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So target
Sorry.
number is it's like an above and a
Right
below
then.
thing. It takes a bit of getting used
Yeah,
to.
it's very. I haven't played a
confusing,
game
isn't it?
that's done that before, but it kind of gives you
Okay.
this kind of narrow window of success. As it gets better,
Yeah.
it gets
Yeah.
closer to your stat, and it narrows the success.
So you're
window.
going to deal wound damage. So what's the second number on the damage profile?
3.
Oh,
3.
oh,
Oh, the first
Three.
blood has been drawn from this creature.
oh.
So
It says my
describe-
weapon's not quick. What does that mean? Just out of curiosity.
So a spear is normally a quick weapon, but because yours is a heavy weapon, it allows you to use strong instead. So it's rather than having like a light spear, you've got this big,
instead
heavy,
of finesse,
clunky
it's
weapon.
using. Right, okay.
Obviously, these
Yeah.
are all pre-built,
And that's
so they've been
the-
built with certain things in mind.
Yeah,
but-
and that's
No,
the,
that's fine. That's fine.
the property of the weapon. Like my shotgun being sawn off or Trevor's pistol being a hand cannon. It's like the category.
Please explain how this looks as you draw first blood on this creature, the first real wound you've seen it taken.
I will. I will sidestep the Hollow's attack, plunging my bayonet into its haunches, anchoring it to the ground.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Grizz, as it screeches out this cry, almost a slight shrieking, yelping sound, as you kind of cut through this runic. Again, initially, there are all kinds of runes all over it. They sometimes flash when it's hit, but this time you seem to get a gap. It goes straight through. Black, red blood pours down. I hated that. I'm going to roll. I'm going to do an interrupt on the front two. So again, this is priest and soldier. Roll me a strong target number 8 roll to defend priest and soldier.
So I've got to get it under 8.
No, so
under your
under.
stat, but over the target number is where you get superior success.
so
But if you succeed, if you get under your stat,
Okay.
no matter what.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just start with that.
What
Yeah,
stat am
that
I
one.
rolling?
Yeah.
What stat am I
That's
rolling?
strong.
Strong.
I got a 7.
Okay. So
I got a 5.
I'm under.
I'm
So you're
under as
under.
well.
My strong is 12, so
okay, but you're both below the target number, so it's not superior, but it is a success, which means you take only the resolve damage of 2.
no.
But I kind of don't want to give you resolve damage because it means you can clear more threat, which makes me mad.
Yeah, I could remove one of those resolve damage and only take
You
one.
could. Are you ready again? So you spent it last time,
Yeah.
or you
I'm
didn't spend
gonna-
it last time?
I'm going to take the damage
That
so
makes
I can
sense.
so I can remove more threat next.
I feel like the soldier is very, very good. at what
He's
he
very
does.
bad, very good against. Very bad for me. Yeah.
Now that I'm
Seems to be
forced to
taking
see
it.
his work up close, which I do not want to do, I realise just how good this man is.
I haven't done that much damage to you guys as well, and you're licking
Yeah.
through me. This grizzly.
Is there a
Cool.
trick of-
Okay, Ryan, I think you're up. You've been
Okay,
chewed. You've been jumped on. You've been
Yeah.
hit against someone. You're back in your grave. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll rise to my full posture. Lila, I'll say, this beast needs a bath. And I'll wipe a globule of spit from my cloak and gain a focus.
Okay.
And
Doesn't
seeing it
matter.
pinned by the soldier as well, I'm just going to, level the sights while it's held steady and use my advantage from the focus.
Nice.
I don't like how you keep getting away from me. Damn you, priest.
So I rolled a 3 and a 17. I just
So
knocked the
that's-
other one because I picked a thing, but
So
it
3
wasn't
is a
3.
success. Yeah, that's that. Again, that advantage is saving you. So it would be resolve damage, but he's got no resolve. So you're going to do straight wound damage. What's the rune? What's the second number?
Damage.
2. Oh, my poor boy. Down to 4 wounds. I don't like this at all. Okay, it's go. It's bleeding. It's got a spear wound in its side. It's got a bullet hole. Actually, tell me how you hurt it. Sorry. Tell me how you hurt. What's different about this hit that makes it staggered, concerned, maybe a little scared?
Yeah, well, I'm cleansing it through ammunition, so it just sullied my cloak, so I was aiming for its gob.
Okay. Oh, mid
so I
shriek.
shot- Yeah, a shot might go through like the side of its jaw or something.
Yeah, again, like a few teeth fall out, and it kind of almost seems to cough as like some blood and guttural mucus falls out. It's hurt. It's not doing well. At the end of your turn, I don't want to keep giving you resolve damage, but you're the weakest one. I'm gonna yell at you. He's gonna roar in defiance at the bullet you've just placed into his face. Give me a strong target number 8 roll, Ryan. As it turns, looks you dead on.
Well, that's a fail. 14.
14. So it's just going to do 1 damage to you. Again, it's nearly there with you. It's
Dipping
nearly
away.
there.
Yeah, I will retain my cockiness till the end.
Okay. I would love to move in closer, so I've got all 3 of you there, and then doing a big, lovely AoE attack. But I need some resolve. I need some resolve so bad. So I'm gonna And he's going to try and he backs off behind a mausoleum and tries to. You just hear heavy breathing and rasping as it kind of trying to shakes off the spear that's lodged in its side and regains 3 resolve. He's not a happy puppy. And do I do that? How quick are you guys? Oh, no. It's only you. He needs to try and go for the kill, but he can't now. He can't move to that range, that rear spot and attack you. He has to move to do that. Cool. Okay, he's going to do another grab and shake as he bites and snaps. He's going to go. Who's softer? Brian, you haven't taken any damage, have you?
I've lost 2 wounds and 2 resolve.
Okay.
Blimey.
You're still on 5, though.
Oh, it's a hefty priest.
Still on 5.
I've got 4 and 5, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's going to grab at the priest. Look softer. Look softer. Give me a target number 10 hard defense. So he jumps out
I've
from behind the
rolled a
mausoleum.
6.
That is a success. No, that is a success, yeah. So you're only going to suffer the resolve damage of 3.
Smack it across the face with the butt of my shotgun.
Kind of a moment of silence as it snuck around the mausoleum. Everything went quiet. It lunged at you, and you just met it. You met it with the butt of your shotgun. Nice. So yeah, take the 3 resolve damage. It did not do. Oh no, it says inflicts damage, not inflicts kind of damage. So it is still going to get you. As maybe it bites the end of your shotgun and pulls you and heaves you across. So, soldier, James, give me again, it's going to be the strength, the strong. So, target number 8, target number 8, hard defense roll for the soldier.
Ooh.
It says, sorry.
Yeah.
No. That way.
I got a 19.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Because 19, that's a fail, so it does do a 1 damage to you. I did some damage to the soldier.
Well, yeah, I took some resolve last time, so
yeah. You didn't flip it though. You could flip it now.
I'm gonna flip it now.
I can't hurt the soldier. In fairness, tickling them away at him with 1 damage isn't going to cut it, is it? It's just not going to cut it. I think that's his go. So at the end of his go, he's going to place 4. So how much we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. I want to kill Ryan, but I also want to defend myself from these 2 bastards. Cool. I need to remember that I can use them to defend myself because I need to. And with that, Ryan and James just go.
Brian and Trevor's go, maybe?
Brian and Trevor, who haven't actually...
Sorry, yeah.
I can go again if you want.
Entity
seeing that I've been left alone, I chuckle to myself and start to proceed to reload my hand cannon with one of my maneuvers.
The one person I ignored, didn't put any threat on.
And then proceed to take aim at a big bulbous sack that seems to be dangling between this dog's legs.
Okay, that seems a bit unnecessary.
And then I roll my quick for the attack.
Again, that's...
I still can't hit anything.
Target number 9. No, what did you get?
19.
Oh, mate. Boom! And it just kicks up a load of dirt and corpses and have you got a maneuver in you?
Nah, my maneuver was reloading.
Okay.
I'm just standing there now with an empty pistol, just staring at this dog's ballsack, basically.
Story of your life, mate.
So you get a threat on you, don't you?
Yes. No, because he didn't hurt me.
Oh, okay.
He didn't hurt me. So the benefit of missing. That's why I don't hit. I don't get any threat there, you know. Cool. Brian, you'll go.
So I've been battered by the dog. I've parried it with my shotgun, bounced off of the soldier, and I'm going to scramble behind him, maneuvering back and out the way towards the noble. And you're knelt down, aren't you, boy? You're knelt down. You take it. You took a shot. I'm asking you a question, boy.
Oh yeah.
So as you take aim, I'm gonna wipe a hand across one of the many wounds that I've taken from this creature. In fact, I'm gonna drag the fingers through the wound, opening it up even further and covering my hand in blood. And I will brush the hair out of your eye so that you can aim ever more acutely. And I will say, may the blood of the pig bless your shot. And as I do so, I will heal you.
Ooh.
And I will roll a wise. But I have to take a wound. I will take a wound. I will roll a wise. I keep doing that. I rolled a 3. I do believe that is a success. You will heal 3 wounds.
Nice.
My healing blood. I've got the book in the other hand, reading out passages as I do so. You look much better now.
I hope your tailoring skills are as good as your medicine. Down at my ripped cloak.
I resist the urge to wipe the blood on the cloak.
That annoys
It's red
me.
anyway. I mean, essentially, it's a big red target to it. Like
It is. He's attracted to it. That's why he's picking on you. What health did you get back? Sorry, I was reading a thing.
got 3. Someone
3
for me.
wounds.
I worked hard for that.
I lost a
Still-
wound to do so. I'm down to
Still
4.
Okay, I could kill either of you in one hit now if we get lucky.
How dare you say such a thing to my face?
How dare you? Sir?
I'm right here.
I love it. I love it. And with that, another round ends, I believe. And we're back to Ryan and James. Two people that have been really, really fucking with my life.
That is a lot
Yeah.
of threat on that soldier. The dark does not
It
like the
is.
soldier. I
I've
love the
been it.
soldier.
I've just ran around the dog in a circle.
You could walk away and you wouldn't realise.
Right.
Yeah,
Who's up first? Yeah, I don't think you've
3-player game.
You want me to go first? Or?
I feel like, so at the moment, the common man is facing the enemy all on his own, whilst religion tries to save the nobles.
Sounds very thematic.
I think I read my arm's reach ability wrong. Not that I've used it yet, but
All right, 2 wounds.
but it says once per round, as an immediate action on your turn, mark resolve up to the threat. So if I got 3 threat on my square, I can take 3 resolve and remove the thing. I thought I needed resolve to remove the threat,
Yeah.
but I got that the wrong way
Wait,
around.
Hound.
Yeah.
Mark
No,
resolve is a cost. If you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
mark resolve, you can't do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you mark resolve to the amount of threat in your area.
So
So I think mark and resolve would cost you the threat. Would cost you the resolve.
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause
Sorry.
they're- on the sheets they're boxes, so you would tick them off as you went.
Yeah.
So
That
I
makes
could
sense.
take 2 resolve more and take
Yeah.
2 threat off.
Yeah. But then you'd be down. So you only have 2 resolve left.
Yeah. Hold on. So that's my immediate action.
It's got a plan to get it back.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll
Ah!
take a guard action, which takes 2 off.
This guy's playing the game. He's killing me.
And then, so I've taken 2 threat off. So I've removed 2 threat. Guarding gets me ready, which allows me to move a threat. Removing all the threat off.
As if you fucking just did that.
Very nice.
You son of a bitch.
And then I still get to attack.
So you guard. So you use your immediate action to take 2 resolve damage and get rid of 2 threat.
And that
You
costs
then
you ready,
guard.
right?
You then guard, which gives you that 2 resolve back and moves the 3rd bit of threat off to the side. And now you get to hit it while it's forgotten that you exist.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm check over the rules. I'm doing that right, but I'm pretty sure that's.
I mean, I'll take your word for it.
I suddenly feel superfluous, like I'm not needed here.
It's okay, guys. I've got this. And then I'll.
God damn.
I get a. No.
No, damn it.
Oh, dear.
Thank heavens.
So I don't hit.
Okay. I thank you for that. You don't get any
Emotional
threat.
damage.
You don't get any
Emotional
threat for
damage.
attacking me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ryan. Come on.
Finish him off, Ryan.
Well,
Get that
I'm not
crit.
bleeding from the ear anymore. Have I got a bonus? Did you say as well to?
No,
wipe her out?
I got a little sidetracked in my description there, son. But all you need to know is that you're looking much prettier and in finer fettle than you ever have in the last 6 minutes.
Beautiful.
True.
I didn't even take my eyes off the site the entire time you were healing me, so I'm just gonna.
It's just tickling
Actually,
your cheek, and you're like, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go straight for another shot straight away. Same spot, like boom, boom. 2.
Oh.
So it's 2.
That sounds like a
wound damage.
success. With
Yeah.
2 resolve damage, you say?
Yeah, but I thought it was wound because he was out of resolve. But you gained some back, didn't you?
I did. So was it 2-2? Yeah, so it's still 2 resolve.
Yeah.
He's still got some resolve left.
Ugh.
Thanks to his earlier maneuver. Right. I hate you both.
And I'll gain a focus as well.
Will you?
Yes.
Not that I'm getting salty or anything. You know, I'm in a good mood. Fine. It's all a part of my plan. Right. I feel like there's something behind me, but I don't seem to really care too much. I think it's my go.
Nah, yeah, he's just chilling out, mate.
Just chilling. Right. I am going to move forward. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Hello, friends.
So
Look at y'all here.
Oh,
So you're bringing the priest and the noble towards
Yes.
you, basically. By
But it doesn't bring
Yeah.
the threat forwards.
No.
Okay.
I believe that stays in the location it's in.
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird on reflection, but I think that is how it works. If I'm getting something wrong, again, I might well be getting some bits wrong. But there's both fixing that they're going to do possibly to the quick start in the final rules, and there's also stuff that I will just get wrong. So, but if and when we do more episodes, obviously we'll pick up on that if anyone wants to say. So, and with that, a now slightly desperate hound. He's been really trying to kill this noble. Something about the red, but then this priest just went over and gave him a little cuddle, and the priest tastes better. There's a slightly swiney quality to his flavouring.
I have been blessed by the gods of the pigs. I probably taste delicious.
It's almost smoky. I don't know how you achieved that, but it's good. And he's going to go for it. He's going to bite that goddamn priest. So I need you to fail hard, Brian. I need you to do
You need another one of those natural 20s that I know you so
target number
desire.
10. I do.
I've flipped the die. I've rolled a 15. That's above every single one of my stats, so it does not matter.
So am I going to have to
Now-
roll a save as the priest hits me again?
You're going to ruin my life. What are you doing? What's this bullshit?
No. Usually you use the priest to hit me.
Oh, yeah. Well, the fun thing is here, I just did 4 damage to the priest. Last I checked, the priest had 4 health.
How did you do 4 damage?
The attack does 3-4, so you failed at your defense, so it does wound damage.
Fucking attack are you using?
Grab
Why
and
haven't
shake.
you been doing that the whole time?
I have. I've just been failing at
he
it.
just missed it every time.
Wow. Then
Yeah,
I
that's like fun.
collapse.
Yeah. So he is downed. He is not out.
Don't worry, you're next to me.
Another hunter, possibly someone who likes to guard a lot, can guard and possibly bring him back up. But once you are downed, you can't be downed again and be brought up. If you're downed again, you're dead. You're gone.
Do you want to be brought up?
What? Hold up. I have this unconscious priest in my maw, and I'm gonna shake him. Give me everyone else. So that's the soldier and the noble. Give So the priest again is not the strongest. This is what I should be grabbing. How strong is the soldier? The soldier is a lot harder to hit with. But you're going to make a target number 8 strong defense roll.
A hard roll.
I got a 9. So I
Ooh.
passed my roll.
So you failed.
But I got under my
Oh,
strong.
you got under, so
You
okay.
got under his, but over yours if it's 8, Keith.
Oh, so that's a
you'll get
superior
superior
success. So you
success.
take nothing. You damn soldier. What did the noble do? Brian.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was swinging at me as well.
Yeah, you're in
Smashing
the
my
middle of
poor
it as
body
well.
into both of my friends.
It's all ones in the target's area. So 'cause you're all grouped
Natural
together.
20.
Ooh.
Juicy.
Oh, that's what he wanted.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, it's only another 1 damage, but
Wow.
it does take another 1 damage off you.
It would have killed me if Brian didn't do the thing.
Oh, would it? Were you on 1?
I was on 1 before, yeah.
The priestess dying throes has saved you for this moment. Okay. I'm still in. I down 1 of you. At least I can say I down 1 of you. 4 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can put all 4 on there. I am a little bit worried about this cheeky guy trying to poke me in the bum bum. But I think
Sorry.
Priest is on the floor, mate.
Do you-
not the priest, sorry, the mutant
Like
E.
Sorry,
I've
I've
broken
just
Brian.
lost my
topic.
fucking mind.
It's okay.
Wow.
I do think I have to spend because you're running out of result. Well, no, because you just get it back again, you piece of shit. Okay, okay,
Well,
put some on Trevor.
If I guard, I can either take resolve back or I can help a dying person. I can't do
Okay.
both.
Okay.
Can
Okay,
guard
so-
twice.
I can guard twice,
Because it's a
Guard twice.
maneuver.
and then I'm not attacking.
But that, yeah, it
Okay.
means you're not attacking. So
That is the entity's go. We are back to round 5, possibly.
That's
6?
me.
I'm
And then Brian.
No, yeah, Trevor and
bit.
Brian. Sorry, I forget about your go. I feel like it's
Yeah,
my
you
go.
forget. We're good. Don't do anything, mate. I'm just gonna.
It's so forgetful to go.
I'm gonna look over at my priesty friend on the floor, who I was
Yeah.
hoping would send some divine intervention my way, but that's probably not going to happen now.
Yeah.
I'll reload my hand cannon,
Okay.
and I'll attempt
Thing
to
is-
take once again another shot
Thing is, when that hits, it hits
at this massive
bad.
hellhound.
It hits hard. It hits
does,
fucking hard.
if it ever hits, and it should hit.
Target number 9, mate.
So under 9 for okay. Oh well, under 14 for me, over 9 for you. Yeah.
Yeah. So between 9 and 14 gets you superior, or any lower gets you success.
No, still getting an 18. This dodgy R roll button. I'm questioning.
If I
severely
wasn't
now.
sweating so much, I'd feel bad for you. We just say it's a duck in between the tombstones and the mausoleum. It's all this chewing he's doing on the priest.
Let's swap
The,
this dice
the
over.
bone crunching that's distracting.
I can't believe I've got no
That
successes
is-
this whole time.
Pretty miserable. Just for people's notice as well, when you move, you can't move diagonally. You have to move orthogonally, or like 1-to-1.
Yeah.
So he couldn't have got to the front in one move there. In 2 moves, sorry, but in one go. Cool. That's Trevor's go. Priest, you have to make a roll to stay alive. Let me just check. I think it's strong.
yes.
How strong is the priest?
I don't like this.
Not very.
If you fail, you die.
Yeah.
Are there any like
Let me just
advantage
double check
soldier stuff
before
nearby?
we do this.
I haven't had a chance to try and heal you yet.
No.
And if you had any immediate
Sadly,
actions?
it's my go
uh,
next.
So
Before
when a hunter is zero, that's what I mean. It's really bad for you this timing because no one
Yeah.
can get you up before you
That's
go.
fine.
When a hunter has 0 wounds remaining, they are dying. Dying hunters can't make attack or maneuver actions. At the start of each of their turns, a dying hunter must roll under their hard stat. If they fail, they die and they're removed from the tactical grid.
Okay.
Hard's a bit better.
This
than
is an
strong.
important roll.
Hard is better. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll. I don't want to roll it. I want to press the button.
Press it. Press the
Just over
button.
50%.
16!
Oh,
No!
and you're just reaching. You're reaching for the priest to the gluttoning wound. Gluttony is that's not the word. Blossoming wound of blood rupturing out. You try to reach for him. Just too late. As the hunter passes.
I feel like it was shaking me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just
Explain. Describe your death.
Smashing the priest, smashing him into the soldier, into the noble, smashing me into the mausoleum, smashing me into the gravestones, and then flinging me and impaling me on a weeping angel statue.
Oh. Yeah, the tears, the blood falls on the face. It starts to run down the face like tears on the angel. As a noble hunter meets their fate in this other world. I'm sorry, Brian.
There is
Something
no
will
Brian,
happen
there
next
is just
round
the
for you.
priest.
This went south quite quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was ready to die. I might still die momentarily. Cool.
That dog does not like priests.
That's the end of round 6. It just like the bacon flavour, essentially. Ryan and James, you're up. Your friend lies dying at your feet.
Well, he's dead, isn't he? I can't do anything now.
Dead at your feet. The creature looks up.
Don't worry about it.
Dribbling with priest gore and viscera.
Yeah, so I can't help him now, right? So, yeah.
I could have interrupted the end of that turn as well.
So, yeah, I'm going to... I'll take a resolve using my immediate action.
Okay.
Which allows me to remove... Oh, I'm typing letters now. Remove a threat. So if you move a threat off that.
Just take it away or move it?
It says... As immediate action on your turn, mark resolve up to the amount and remove threat from you equal to the...
So you've removed 1 and it's cost you...
1.
Okay.
And then I will take the guard action, which makes me ready. Oh, I forgot to flip it to unready. Oh, am I still... Anyway. And taking the guard action allows me to take 2 resolve back because I'm not healing anyone.
Okay.
So I can. So I'm now down to 1 resolve. On that. And where's my while performing the guard maneuver, I forgot what else I did. Was that it? I've already flipped to be ready. Where's the thing where I can move a threat? Oh, it's the goad.
Oh, Keith, you've got you've got 11 threat. Well, you did have 11 when when they just took 1 off, so you need another 1 off.
I'll remove another 1. I would have had to remove at the end of my turn, so I'd have removed 1. Whatever's useless. Okay, sorry about that.
And I get to move
also, I noticed, Ryan, you're sheltered, and we've forgotten about that for like the entire game. You should have been taking 1 less damage.
About that, yeah. Oh well.
If I hadn't smeared my blood on you, I'd have had enough wounds to take that damage just now.
And he doesn't even care enough to remember to take a wound off.
No. So basically, I moved all the threat off the front again, and I'm going to attack.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Here's this crystal.
I'm gonna eat dried fruit and think about
11
this.
with the strong of 12 to hit you.
Sorry, strong of 12.
I got rolled an 11. My strong is 12.
Oh,
under your stat and above the close stats. That's a superior success. You're going to do straight wound damage.
At least somebody can get successes.
That's 3 wounds.
Oh, he's on 1 health.
Oh.
And I've only just realised you've given me tokens for resolve and wounds, and I've been using a little text thing on my thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So good. Okay. What's the next go then?
Ryan?
What you got, Ryan?
So I'll look over at the priest, his broken corpse.
Sorry.
Say,
can I do an interrupt? Not that it matters much. I wanna there's no threat on your fucking square because of Mr. Fun Ruiner.
Is the soldier broken? As in mechanically, not.
If you've lost all your resolve, then you are mechanically broken.
No, as in broken, as in just
Game, the rules. Yeah.
Oh, the
has
game.
broken the rules. Yeah, the soldier seems very
Yeah.
good.
If your resolve is down, then you're broken, like completely gone. So yeah, I'm gonna snap and snarl at this weird thing making noises behind me.
Russell,
Trevor,
Russell. Click.
roll
miss,
target
click,
number 8,
miss.
strong defense.
Wow. This is not going to go well. 8. Oh, so I'm over my strong though, because I'm weak.
So it's
Weak
a
as anything.
fail. Okay, so you can't actually get.
I can't
superior
superior success against you, no. Not if it's 8 strong.
Okay, so that's just a fail, I believe.
Fail for me.
So you take 1 wound damage
No.
as it kind of whips itself around. Kicks out at you with its rear legs. Doesn't even really see you there. It didn't really mean to attack you, but you were just there.
Fair
Just
enough.
get in the way.
Sensed its ball danger.
That's ball danger. Yeah.
Now I've
Full
sensed the
senses.
severity of the situation. I might hit next time.
It's
Now
just
my
got
life's been
real.
threatened.
Okay. So Ryan, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I'll
So to
glance at the
remember.
priest and I'll murmur, how delicate are ye of the lower class? And that will give me focus because it reminds me of what's at
He's just
stake.
doing-
What?
Yeah, but
brutal.
anyway,
You absolutely. You're lucky I'm dead.
look, I just
now.
know I'm better than you, so
He'll come back. Maybe. We'll get better.
you didn't hear this, I hope. Yeah, and I'm going to take another shot at it.
Okay. Range defense 12. I would spend any threat, but I don't have any because someone doesn't let me have any.
15. I'm going to roll another one as well to use my focus.
So that's a fail. Oh, you can't decide after. Did you use your focus before?
I did mean to, but
You
I
were going
couldn't
to, that's
say,
fine.
So it's fair if you.
I'm happy with that.
I failed both anyway, so
Unlucky.
yeah.
Because
Ooh.
that focus has basically been the reason you've hit every time, hasn't it?
Yeah. It would have been
Okay.
if I had full wounds, it would have been a crit success.
Okay. It's going to have a go. Okay, let's do something a bit frisky.
Ooh.
Again, it might be able to kill you, Ryan, because you've got quite low health.
Royalty, mate.
Gonna be blue blood everywhere.
What your ability? So, do you want to be in the front, Mr. Soldier? No, just close. Okay.
Doesn't close me in front. Oh,
Just within the inner circle,
okay.
basically. Yeah, I think my best move is I'm gonna again kicking back dust at Trevor's character, still picking bits of priest out of its jaws. It's gonna
right,
feel
mate.
rejuvenated with the
Jesus.
bacony flavors and restore some resolve. And it's going to attack the noble that laughably shot so badly past it. Make a defense roll. It's going to
This
be
is strong.
target number 10 hard.
Okay.
It's on 1 health right now. This is down to the line.
2. There we go.
Hey, you're still
Gasp.
going to take resolve damage. You're going to take 3 resolve.
Okay.
Which you're fined
Ooh.
for, I think, aren't you? Okay.
Yeah,
It did do you
find
damage
that
that
now.
could shake you. However, I mean, I guess it forces you to use your ready token, does it? When you resist 1? What does it cost you when you reduce damage? Oh, you have to expend ready. Yeah, I'm going to make you expend ready if it does something, right? So
That's it. I don't think it
That's
reduces damage
James.
by half.
That's not.
no, that's what I mean,
That's me,
James, because
yeah.
I'm going to swing him. So I'm just wondering if it's even worth me swinging him. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, James, give me what's your strength, noble? Strong. Sorry, 9. So target number 9, strong. Sorry, target number 9 hard defense roll from James.
All right. 3.
That's a success. You take 1 resolve damage, which does not matter to you. But I did it. Unless you want to flip your ready token.
I'm gonna flip it.
Hey, at least it did a thing. Cool. At the end of my turn. So as I understand it, I know I'm at the cap anyway. I think, or near it. 4, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
I will be if I put on all 4. I can put on all 4 and I can remove. So it allows me to shift threat around.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like if I put it all on front, it's just going to disappear again. But it does cost you, doesn't it? It takes time and energy to do that.
Yes.
And it maybe increases my survival chances. So 4, 3 there. Put 1 there. And now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need to move 2. Yeah, that one and that one. Cool. That's my go. We are back to Trevor.
Oh, right.
And
I look
Brian.
down disappointingly at my gun, and I tell it, if it does not hit this time, I will throw it at the dog on my next turn.
That seems rational. Yeah.
I'll reload my pistol, and I'll attempt to shoot the dog once again, and we will see what happens.
Okay.
8.
A
Finally
success.
got a success. It
And
was
that's
a
resolve
normal,
damage.
normal success.
How much resolve
Unless-
is that?
What's your defense? PC 8.
I foolishly moved away. My close defense is 9.
Oh,
Okay.
Close.
Okay. So yeah, normal success. So just 3 resolve damage. I believe.
3 resolve. Oh my god, you hit so hard. didn't you?
But I use my
Jesus.
pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 resolve.
You're a beast. Again, I'm on 1 resolve and 1 wound right now. Brian,
Low on him.
you wake up.
oh,
Everything hurts.
mm,
You feel like you've been chewed up and spat out,
I have.
which is very true.
Yeah, twice.
But you feel yourself, and you look around, and you kind of, as light returns to your eyes, you appear to be in a cramped wood-paneled room with mold on the walls, flagstone flooring. Several pews have been dragged together on one side to form a sort of makeshift bed against one wall, and a vaguely familiar face of the man who welcomed you. Oh, hello! You're back. My name's Varric. Sorry I didn't get a chance to say that before. And holds out a hand.
I believe this is yours, and I'll hand him a black key if I still have it.
That's quite funny because to get to the sanctum,
Okay.
we'll say it's on your body.
Well,
We'll say
yeah.
it's on
So
your
I
body.
go, I believe this is yours, and then start
Yeah.
patting the pockets down
It's
and
like-
going, I appear to have mislaid the key you gave me.
Oh, the key. Oh, you lost the key. You fool! I hope they find it. Otherwise, they're going to have a hard time getting back here. Cool. And we swing away as you kind of come back. Well, actually, no. We can.
So I'm going to assume that the priest has died in a hollow before
Yeah,
and
we can
knows
say
what's
that.
happened.
So this is kind of a resting place, but it seems to be linked to the maybe because the occult
maybe
is
not.
something particular.
No, maybe it's
Maybe
just
you
like
haven't.
what is happening.
Yeah. So he'll explain to you that in a hollow, you don't die. You kind of reintegrate at a safe, semi-safe place where the hollows, the creatures can't enter. But he does warn you that the time it takes to heal, like time passes differently. The time it takes to heal and recover in here has a cost. But also, this is so when they enter.
I've heard that
Sorry.
dying in these places can rot a man from the inside out.
So yeah, and he says that. So he says,
A spiritual contagion.
so maybe he points to the door and says, "That's your way out." But each opening of the door increases the supernatural disturbance involved. Every time I go out, it gets worse. I dare not go out again. I'll only be killed again, and each time I feel the hollow inside me grow and fester.
The priest will open his book, and it always, when he brings his finger down, gives him a passage that fits the situation.
Okay.
What does it say?
You're going to put that on me.
Yeah, I want to put that on you.
When you get knocked down, get back up again. And I'm going to keep you.
Wise words. And I will reload my shotgun, stroke the pig, and say, "Come on, Chumbawamba, we got fighting to do." And I'll kick the door in and burst back into the fight.
I love it. Okay, so that will cost you 3 doom to do that. So just to point out mechanically,
We don't want
If you
him back
wait-
for 3 days.
if you wait, you still get the rewards
Yeah,
if they kill you it without you.
yeah.
Good
Now I
to see
know
that.
it costs 3 doom. That's scary, but why not?
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah, fuck it. Okay, I like it. 3 doom.
Yeah. So what do I reappear this turn or next turn or?
So I think in terms of the rules, I'm not. You're fully healed. I have a feeling though you're not really meant to come back in, but I feel like because we're like doing a little one shot.
Am I meant to sort of come back to the next bit? If that makes sense.
Yeah, you kind of appear afterwards.
It sounds to me like it would be a really bad idea game-wise to do this.
Yeah,
But in
It's
character, I love the idea of kicking that door in and then like stepping out from a random mausoleum around the corner,
Okay.
reloading
So we'll say
the
that takes a
shotgun.
round. That takes at least a round for you to kind of come to your senses and be like, right, fuck this. That's
Yeah.
at least like 10 seconds. So we'll say next round, you're going to burst out of the mausoleum if it's not already dead and be like, hey, the party, where's the party? So that's perfect. Okay.
Cool. I've popped myself in support in case you wanted to fuck with me.
That's fun. Cool. Right, we're back to Ryan and James's go. It's on 1 health.
Finish him.
It's on 1 resolve.
You want me to do my thing first?
Brian's already spaffed all of the doom.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Fine. Let's
No,
have
it's
a look.
perfect.
I will use my immediate action to take 2 resolve and remove 2 threat. So remove
hate
2
it.
threat.
Yeah.
I
Let's
will
let one
then-
thread on there.
I'll then take the guard action, which reduces and heals me to resolve. So
Yeah.
I won't change the thing. But that also makes this ready. And it allows me with my thing to move a threat. So I'll put it over.
It's just so annoying. Just can't interrupt. I can't do anything to you there.
And then I'll attack you.
So powerful. Cool. Do it.
8. That's under the strong.
But over my close. Under my close as well. So it's just a success. So it does its resolve damage. Now it doesn't overlap it. So you just clear the resolve damage.
So it's heavy 2. So that's 2 resolve.
Yeah, I've only got 1, but it doesn't
Okay.
compound over. So you just
So
clear the
if
resolve. So he's
anyone
broken
hits
again.
it, you're going to kill it.
Yeah. If you do damage, you get a success. Come on, Trevor. But it's Ryan's go.
It's Ryan's go.
Maybe it's
Go on.
Ryan,
Ryan's
you throw a
time.
rock at it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got
put this-
a
Poke it over.
threat as well. Sorry, need to remember you got a threat for hitting it. And in fact, I will do an interrupt because otherwise I'm not going to get a chance. And it's going to scream at both of you right in your faces. Target number 8, strong defense, please, from both of you and Ryan, James and Ryan.
Don't like
Well,
that.
7.
That's a success.
Oh, I fail. A 12 over 9.
So that's 1 damage to Ryan, 2 resolve damage to James.
I might get 2.
It does 2-1, so it does more resolve damage than it does damage. Wound damage.
So it's over my strong, which is 12. And I rolled
Sorry.
a 7.
Oh, yeah, you
So-
passed it. Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
pass
I-
it? Sorry. So
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you just got a success, right? But you didn't get superior success. So you still take damage on success. It's just resolve damage.
Okay. Which is
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, so 2 resolve damage.
And I can take 1 off.
Cool.
Is it
And
1?
I'll take that right back off. But it does mean I'm now a bit vulnerable. Ryan's on his last legs. What's he going to do? What you
I
got?
guess I'll put this house down if no one else is going to. Here's what I miss.
Confident. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
So
Really
I will
hope.
go for a focus here. I'll take.
See,
that
this
back.
could be it. If you don't do it, it could very easily kill you next turn.
Yeah, but I'm going to do it. It's fine.
I'm sure you will. You could just give it to Trevor. Let Trevor do something.
Ryan, are you attacking it with the rifle or with the armor?
Oh,
Close?
I need to reload. You're right. Is
You
that
need to reload, and also if you attack at close range with the rifle, you attack with disadvantage because it's a long range weapon.
Cancel it with the focus.
Brian, you could have stayed muted, mate.
Oh, I can't get.
And also, just for James, it's wound damage that you can reduce with the armor readying, not resolve damage.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the rule for that. Where is it?
It's in
expend ready to reduce wound damage. Yeah, I got to find it. I was trying to find that.
Okay. So I can still resolve damage you that way. Cool.
Yeah. So
What's Ryan got to do then?
So Ryan needs to think about what he's doing because he's in close.
I'm not at all upset with you about that comment, Ryan. I'm not jumping on you. I just want to make sure the game's played properly. Otherwise, what's the point?
It's about the rules.
No,
you know?
I was remembering the ammunition the entire way through, and when it was actually important, I forgot. So
are you still going to focus? I don't know if that takes you.
No, I'm going to reload.
Okay. And then you're going to fire point blank for disadvantage.
I cockily say the thing I said as I say
already bit him in the
as
eye.
I cock my gun.
Yeah. I've got this. The thing's literally just screamed at you as well, just roared.
Yeah. More spit on my cloak. Great. I'm going to roll. So that's an 8 on that one. I'll roll the other one. Come on. There we go, mate. Oh, it was a 6. I just clicked the board again.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
So sorry, what is success is that? Is close defense is 9?
Yeah, the worst one is 8. So that's still good.
So you succeeded, but you didn't. It doesn't matter. He's got no resolve damage. So tell me how you do this.
I'm going to shoot its eye out the back of its skull.
Okay. So you're right in his face. It's just roared at you like within meters, and you just calmly loaded your gun, pointed it up. It's still bleeding. There's bits of blood flecking at you, and just straight. Boom. So there's this tiny little hole where it meets the eyeball that just suddenly disappears, and at the back, its head just blows out in this kind of cloud of red. Bits of bone start dropping behind it, and as that happens, it collapses on the ground. And Brian busts out of a mausoleum, saying,
what would I say? I don't know. I was reloading my gun. I thought you were all dying. And I'll be like, get back, foul beat.
So unload your shotgun into the corpse.
Yeah, shoot the corpse and then forever think that I killed it. Why not?
Nice.
Well done. Good.
So we will just finish up. After the hound is defeated, you receive a baptism. So you're imbued with a small portion of the entity's power, which allows you to advance. So each hunter involved in this hunt, whether living or dead at the end, may choose one new weapon ability. Hunters advance in this way after every successful hunt. So the one you keep, I'm not sure if we'll get to that later, because at the end you keep one thing at the end of the hunt, but I don't know if the one you started with counts as one of those ones you keep as well. Possibly not. But either way, choose one extra ability and add it to your thing.
Cool. I can literally just pick a new.
Yep. Not one for each, just one entirely.
Oh, just one from across the two.
Yeah.
Okay.
To understand it. But as you do this, as well as the life or whatever force was inhabiting this creature falls from its body, there's a rush of power that floods into the hunters and takes up residence in your weapons, which unlocks those abilities. So however this looks, maybe this like a red fog, kind of like it's breathed in, almost inhaled by each weapon or item, as it seems to be imbued with greater power. You also take trinkets or physical tokens of some kind from the entity. So this is called bone. It leaves behind 4 bone. So again, these are physical tokens of some kind that carry a small part of the entity's power, ossified into solid form. there's no way to spend these resources in a playtest, but you can kind of describe it. It might be like a bit of bone or a collar, hank of hair, a chunk of its chain, thrumming with power, begging to be carried.
I'll get its name tag, Daisy.
Nice. And once this was a daisy. We would say maybe there's something about this hound that maybe once it was like a hunting dog, maybe for a more wealthy family. It was well trained. It was something about it that kind of almost. There's a history to this. There was a soul here that was corrupted and twisted and turned inside out. So yeah.
I have a quick mechanics question.
Please.
What stops us just constantly coming back during the fight?
So I may have done that wrong. I have a feeling.
Out of curiosity, because if as long as one of us is standing the whole time, we can just keep an infinite loop going.
So I have a feeling.
the-
Well, there's 3 doom every time, if nothing else. But I don't think that can work because otherwise you could just. There is something that happens when you get to max doom. There is a max doom.
Oh, okay. So maybe Max Doom is a
Yeah.
They get more
something. I'm
powerful
just curious
But
because otherwise
I
you
wanna-
kind of cheese it a bit, couldn't you?
Yeah, I feel like maybe once you're dead, that's it for the fight. You're out. If it turns out all hunters die, you would all go back to the sanctum, and then you'd spend 3.
Yeah, I
doom
assume if
to
you
come
managed
back.
to kill us all at once, basically, before we had a chance
Yeah.
to get back, that'd
I
work.
could be
But
wrong.
also- yeah, it's curious if we knew.
Yeah, let me reread that as well. If we do another one, I'll just double check. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I mean, obviously, you didn't really end up having an issue here.
No, it didn't matter. No, I was just curious.
I'm also happy to give you back that doom, Brian, but you can see how we go.
It's all right.
This was weird. Sorry.
This is weird.
No.
That's done. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is weird. Bye, guys.
Yeah, fuck this.
No, I just want to say, I really enjoyed that, but I'm not sure why, what made it different. But that was a really fun combat, not much roleplay.
I feel like it's more board gamey than tabletop roleplay gamey, maybe, but I think it is a blend, and I think we'll see more of the roleplay as well in the next session if we do a bit more, because you've got to explore this place. So this hollow, this is just you've just opened the gates. This is some kind of Guardian Hound, but before you lies the main what was it called? Chapel, Abbey. Priory, sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Like you can see, it's quite a large, twisted place. There's kind of almost a greenhouse-esque, gothic greenhouse on one side of it. From the tall tower, the bell, there's like thin strands of red thread seem to be cascading down and fluttering in the wind. And the whole building's almost like bulged up as if something's filling the space underneath and festering. So that's and there aren't just entities, there are also thralls in this world, which are the people that maybe went with it, not as powerful as entities at all, but more like the creatures that came along, the worshippers and such. And as you search through, you can also find there'll be challenges, and there'll also be things you can find that help you, like relics. So it depends on what you do, which will make boss fights easier as well.
Okay.
So yeah, there might be more room
Cool.
for roleplay there.
Cool.
I've kind of briefly explained the sanctum when Brian died and went there.
Yeah.
But we'll kind of speed it along and say maybe you take that key to the mausoleum door and you're able to open it and speak to the man, to the occultist there. Kind of take some rest and relaxation, and you find you resolve
So-
and wounds are healed.
I've had a look at the question that Trevor asked. Normally, your sanctum sits outside of the hunt.
Mhm.
It says hunters cannot return to the fight under their own steam. They must pass through a door back into the hollow. The hollow is the whole dungeon, right?
Yeah.
So the hollow actively resists the creation of such doors until the hunt is over, whether successful or otherwise, and opening the door increases doom by 3. However, so that just sounds like to get back into the dungeon is going to cost you 3.
And it sounds like the hunt, by hunt, does it refer to the entire dungeon or does it refer to this combat? That might be a question as well.
Yeah. And then it says if the entity is killed, because that boss before is an entity, isn't it?
Yes, the entities.
Any hunters who die. So it says any hunters who died gain the benefits of baptism. Okay, so when you baptism,
that's when you get the bone and you get the buffs.
I think mechanically I did everything correct. I did one mistake with the expending a ready if it was a resolve instead of a wound. But I think I would just have been one more resolve up than what I am now because I didn't take that many from you. So
yeah, and you were really showing the power of resolve, kind of being like, I can give it, I can take it, I can use it.
Yeah.
That was an interesting play. And again, we're all learning very much so.
You play really well. You might have saved my life several times over there.
You made front. You made wherever you were be just
nulled.
Like I couldn't do much to it. Yeah, like again, which I didn't really ever use this because I just never really had a situation I felt it made sense. But I can use that threat. If I had 4 threat on this thing, I could be like, okay, the target number's now 4 higher for you. It doesn't stop you getting successes though. It just limits your superior success chances. So it's not quite as big as it might sound, but yeah.
I believe I missed so much.
Yeah.
One hit, mate.
I don't think you did much, did you?
You got a hit in that whole time.
Yeah. We'll review the
rules. And I was rolling to get under 14 as well. Fucking hell.
Right.
It was painful.
So my character could not come back during the fight. Having looked up the rules, what would actually happen is that the fight would continue on to either success or the party being killed. And then that character would rejoin through the door, but it would cost them 3 doom to rejoin the hollow. Opening the door increases doom by 3.
Yes,
whether all of you die,
could walk through.
Yeah. If all of you die or one person dies, doom goes up by 3.
Okay.
So you want to all survive.
Ideally, although if you die and they win, you still get the rewards, which is important.
Yeah.
So you're not just like, well, I'm over. Like I gain nothing. I'm still weak, and I
you still get
you'll get stuff. It does say as well, if it looks like you're going to lose and it's a bit of a foregone conclusion, you can just kind of like elaborately state each of your deaths and retire from Sanctum. And then when you do go back to the Sanctum, you can spend time shifting around your abilities. So say like that tactic didn't work, let's try something else. It's not just you're stuck with what you've got. You can move your abilities around, which is quite nice. There's like limited tools in there to simulate, you're banging your weapons out into different shapes or whatnot.
Okay, that's quite cool.
So yeah. It is a quick start. I think for not a lot of games do this. Not a lot of games are like try before you buy on Backerkit or Kickstarter or anything.
Yeah.
And this is a well put together document. There are gaps. Here and I think overall it's very playable, it's free, and it's enjoyable, and it makes me hungry for more.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah. So we have played through that's the first entity in the Sins of Grisham Priory. Is that what it's called? The Sins of?
Yes, the Sins of Grisham Priory.
We've played through the Sins of Grisham Priory. There's how many entities are left if we wanted to...
So they aren't all necessary. They potentially, some are avoidable.
Okay.
But there are 3 more.
3 more. So... you potentially got that another 3 times. So that makes a good, couple big sessions, maybe?
Yeah, I would say they get harder. So the sessions might take longer as a result.
So you farm them and get stronger.
Can't farm them.
The big boy.
Once they're dead, they're dead. Yeah.
Well, we definitely actively seek out all of them. The last fight.
That's fair.
So yes, there's quite a bit in the Backerkit preview, which is available for free. We just downloaded it. The tabletop simulator that we've used is free as well. Keith, I think you've already backed this.
I got excited. And I did back it. I think I was at the point where, again, there's not a lot of games that let you play it before you back it.
Yeah.
And the quality of the quick start alone is quite inspiring. Like there's a lot to play here. You could have a good 4 sessions, I think, with some friends.
Yeah.
And it's not too hard to pick up. It's quite rules light. Obviously, the main game will have more, but there's a lot here, and it's pretty well put together. And I think having played it, because I feel like with that resource available, I have to play it before I buy it. But having played it, I'm excited to see what they do. They've got a lot more coming out. This is quite stripped back, and I think they're gonna have 5 hollows.
They've got so some of the Kickstarter stretch goals that have already been unlocked are additional hollows, so additional dungeons, basically. And they look
I
quite
don't think
good.
that includes this. I think this is separate.
Might be separate, but it's on PDF.
So that's 6 plus this. So that's a lot of gameplay potentially. It's yeah.
Which sounds good. So there's not going to be any unbackening. You're not going to give up. No,
I'm happy backing it. I would encourage anyone who's interested to have a look.
I really like that.
Again, everything I've said is said better probably on the Backerkit page, and you've got all the flavour and Grant Howitt's flair and all the others as well on there. There's a lot, and just give it a look. Give it a look. See.
Ryan, what did you think?
I really enjoyed that. It's a lot of fun. As Keith said as well, the combat can always be a tough part of a lot of games, but I can't identify why exactly. There's a few different mechanics in place here, especially with the way you play characters instead of like a tile grid. It's interesting, but I had fun. So
cool. James?
It kind of reminds me of this computer game you got me involved in, Hunt. Where you're collecting things, but it does actually remind me of another game, but this is a lot more advanced. There was a D&D game called Adventure Begins, where you it's a board game, and you go across the kind of map, take on smaller monsters, building up powers and abilities and new weapons before taking on the final boss, or bosses of that dungeon area you're in. But this takes it to a whole different level with just the mechanics with the threats and the resolves and all the rest of it. So you got to work more as a team and stuff in this one. But it was good. Took me. I deliberately didn't look at the rules on how it works and all the rest of it. So it was. I wanted to kind of learn it with you guys and make mistakes, which I obviously did, and all the rest of it was good. But I think the soldier may be broken a little bit at the moment.
This was the first boss, though, I suppose. So it's probably the easiest. But the abilities were really good for the soldier.
So what you're saying, he's going to slap me with the next boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how
he's going
much.
to pick on me.
I might have to. I mean, I don't know how many some characters might suffer more or fare better or worse with different things. I do know the bosses get more complex. Some of the moves they can do, they get more moves. There's more stuff that goes on. The Hound's like a good entry, gets everyone involved.
And if you've got something that targets the soldier's wise score, he's buggered because he's got 7 wise. So he's going to be taking shed loads of wound damage pretty much straight away.
Sharp's pretty bad as well.
Yeah, so if you've got, I don't know, like a monster that mentally attacks you, then he's not going to be necessarily as good in that particular.
Each monster does have its strengths and weaknesses, and I say like this was quite strong from ranged. A shooter has a harder time against this creature in theory, but that's it's all different. But as a monster player, as a GM, I have to really think about that. I have to look for those weaknesses to play it well, and that's an interesting lens as well.
Yeah, Trevor, final thoughts?
Hello.
Love your t-shirt, by the way, mate. Critical Twits. Available on Redbubble.
2 of you.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I've really enjoyed the combat, to be fair. I like having one sheet in front of me and being able to use that for everything, basically. So it's got all my abilities, everything I can do, all in one place, easy to use, and I can just get on with the game and smash things to pieces. Although in this case, I hit once, and that was about it.
I am sorry.
As the roles dictated. That has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
That has also to do with my rolling.
Are you suggesting that the experiment has failed?
But it's really good. I'll be more than happy to fight again and finish the game off, definitely.
Yeah.
It was nice not having a 30-page or 50-page rule book.
Just
You're
scrolling through
flicking
looking for spells or a particular mechanic or something that's used
Yeah.
once a session or something.
So it's
It's
combat
really good.
heavy, but it's not got a lot of the simulationist games that are very
there's not
here's a
lot of
grid for combat. There's a lot of rules around it. Whereas
you've basically got 3 positions that you can have on the map. Basically, it's easy to just move around, and do what you want to do. It's quite open.
Visual, right?
I feel like I've just played a board game.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've played a role play game. Now, this is a combat in a game. And I don't know what the other stuff is around it. I know there's an explore phase because my character quite lovingly, this is beautiful, roll with advantage during exploration when you interact with animals, get up to your elbows in mud and shit, or persuade someone to let you into their nice clean home. So there's going to be some role play mechanics built around this. I think the big thing that makes this game different is the combat and the way that it works with the bosses. I need to go back to the Backerkit. I haven't looked into it deep enough, but for me, as a role play game, I like the combat. I feel like though I could have sat here with Keith and I could have been all 4 characters and done that. Does that make sense? I know you could do that with other things, but because it's so combat focused, I'd like to see what the role play stuff is around it. It's not a no from me, but it's just that I want to look a little bit deeper before I
think it's quite good as the first start. We got the mechanics of the combat. Yeah. Now we don't have to worry about it, and we can do the role play bits more role playish without worrying about mechanics.
Yeah. Is there explore stuff in the book? Because you've read all the way through it. So in the book that you've got in the prior
in the quick start rules, there are.
Well, there you go. Cool. Tell me about it and sell me on it, Keith, or not.
Yeah. Well, there are locations. So we're going to be exploring this hollow. And as I say, it's a priory. It's kind of almost a complex. But you're going into this large main building, and there are different rooms. But inside there are things like thralls. So they might be like people that have been consumed by this hollow that are now slaves to it, or worship it, or any other number of things, or just trying to survive here. So you might engage with these people. You might talk to them. You might solve problems. You might be trying to get past round situations. You might also be trying to find relics, which can help you fight the bosses.
And then presumably the same system, you're rolling below a stat above a target number.
Yeah, it's simplified, so you don't get all of your mad abilities. It's kind of like you're just going to roll strong. You're just going to roll hard. Yeah. It's that kind of thing. So, but in defense as well, so is Morkborg. Morkborg's 4 stats, and it's kind of...
that's fine then.
It lets you... Again, I like rules light, partially because of my brain, and partially because I think it does also allow freedom. You could say some people might not like that. They might like more depth to that, but I think it's again, I think the way they say it in the book or in the interview or wherever I read that, if people want to just jump to the boss, they want to kind of, I want to get the item, then I want to go to the boss. They can. You can just roll and zoom for it, but I think that's probably true for any role-playing game. But if you want to flesh that out, feel the world, get an idea of your characters, there's room for that. And I think in the main game as well, there is elements where you're going to go back, you're going to build up your character, you're going to develop things, you're going to work with corruption.
The idea of developing the sanctum and having your character get eaten by corruption sounds interesting to me, because I think that's where the character development may be. Cool. That sounds all right then. Now you've answered my question.
Yeah,
are these the same people who did like the one-page honey heist and stuff like that?
Grant Howitt did that.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. He did a load of one-page wonders. He did like Sexy Wizard Squad. He did like a million, not a million, but like a load of really good, solid little.
I don't know if we ever played Goblin Quest, James. I don't know if you ever played that with us.
No.
We played it a couple times. It's a good game. But it was a filler game when no one else was available, kind of.
But the same company did all this kind of all those kind of one-page, one-shot things.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He also did Eat the Reich, if anyone's backed that recently.
And if you want to see a wonderful unboxing of what's in Eat the Reich, we'll head over to the Critical Twits YouTube page or criticaltwits.com, and you can see me get really excited about drinking the blood of Nazis.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So Keith, give us a 30-second pre-written outro.
a 30-second pre-written outro. No, yeah, thank you, Brian, Ryan, James, and Trevor, and especially the Jamie in the background, whose technical wizardry is making
The unsung
happen.
hero of the
Yeah.
Critical Twits. He's very rarely in front of the camera unless you love a TikTok and a YouTube short, in which case you can't
He's all
escape
over
him.
it. Right.
But in all,
We love you,
all-
Jamie.
in all the stuff we do, there's a Jamie lurking in the background, whether he's doing it hands-on or whether he's coaching me through how to edit audio at 2:00 in the morning because I'm doing a sad. So thank you, buddy.
Yeah. So thanks for that. And again,
Yeah.
Very well.
it's been great. I've enjoyed running it. I look forward to running more, hopefully, if everyone's keen.
Brilliant.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
So if you're on the Roll in the Dark podcast and you're listening to this, you can head over and watch our beautiful faces on the Critical Twits YouTube channel, where we also have that Grant Howitt interview and that Eat the Reich unboxing. If you are on YouTube, you can obviously look at those as well. We have the Critical Twits podcast, where you can, we're doing a lot of interviews with authors and creators in the tabletop gaming space. We have also done a review of the UK Games Expo, where Keith played this originally. And we also have the Roll in the Dark podcast, which is an actual play tabletop RPG podcast where we have been playing Delta Green, Brindlewood Bay, Merkborg, and now Hollows. If that's all too much for you to take, just go to www.criticaltwits.com. It's all on there. We'd love to have you back. If you did really enjoy this, then come around my house with a dump truck full of money and pour it through my letterbox. That'd be brilliant. But failing that, if you leave us a like, leave us a review, or leave a subscription, that really helps us out and keeps us making more stuff for you. So thank you very much.